So everybody, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to showcase how you can utilize Azure Vision with AutoGen Microsoft. I was going to do a full actually live coding tutorial, but I was doing it already and I was like, wow, this is taking a long time and it's better just to show you the process and show you the code, put it on GitHub, then you build something from it, because AI can teach you more and quicker in your language than you watch me do a live coding in this day and age. It's inefficient, right? But what we're going to showcase and see is that end user will send a screenshot. It's going to use computer vision from Microsoft to scan and extract the text from it. It's going to send to our external server, which has our agents that validate and format. Is the text valid? Yes. It formats it, returns it back end user. And now we are simply taking text from the real world and our end user are getting it. And the process you're going to learn is use AutoGen 1, Microsoft Vision 2, and after that, an application build. After that, the sky is not the limit. You're the limit. So let's get straight to it. Let me show you where you're going to build actually. Boom, scan here. Do I have the backend loaded? I don't. It's loaded. Right here. Analyze image. See what happens here. Okay, that was quick. It never, wow, it doesn't give me the time. It's cool. I fix on that. But yeah, you scan it and it gives us just the result we got from the, oh wow, because it didn't, well, another time's right here. I wonder why I didn't get the time. Probably the agent. But yeah, this is what you're gonna get. So let's go straight into the code base and see how to set this up. Guys, let's get straight into it. This key is going to be removed, so let's get straight into it. Let's go. It's identify with the backend first, how the function is working. Boom. So okay, first, so we look at the file structure right here in our backend, right? We have requirements THCs, which is pretty much the dependencies we're going to need within the file. You got flash, env, pillow, cores, autogen, and .env. Those are really the utilities. Let's read it. The needed things. Did not just do that. Okay, so if we wanted to download this, if you were like curious on how we going to do this, right? We do pimp install. Well, mine's pip 3 install. That's our requirement, right? Now we just do what we already have. See? Then we have this installed. Now let's go into our agent, how our agent is working, right? So look at it, right? We import all our necessary variables. We ensure that cores is, so we don't get those nasty cores error, right? Disgusting, right? We define a function in Python, right? It's at the backend atlas right here. We use async, so we have to try this first. We want to just give us some information that it started. We wanted to see I wanted to see if the data was coming in when I was testing, right? Then we get the JSON file from it to ensure that the body is there. If not, we're going to return error and log the error. We want to ensure the OpenAI key is available for us at OpenAI. If not, we want to raise another error. OCR text is just the text. When we send a text, what happens is, right, it comes in this file, right? The body, we're sending it in this key. This is the key that we're getting from the body. The ensure that it's required. Yep. So our model we use when we're devising AutoGen AI is in this format. The configuration list. We have the model. It could be any model. It could be Llama. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. It could be Gemini. You know what I'm saying? It could be your model. And the key to that model is date by key. The interesting part here I like is we set up the agents, which is very simple. They make this very user friendly. This is our user proxy agent. This is that yeah, that helps with right here. Helps really for coordinating the data processing task, right? This is our data validation agent. What validates that the data input is inconsistent error, right? The production, you can make it real more interesting, like ensure the data has time, location, description, and date. At least one of these fields must be present, right? They have to finish my words for me. It's like it knows me. Context is key. Data formatting. Format available to variable structure. Prefix the final response with final response. The reason why it didn't get it because it's not as detailed. The final, later. But then we set into group chat, like me, you, and your boy, right? And say that the proxy who designate the task, the master sergeant, the one that leads. Me, I'm like, all right, guy, you're leading, but you're giving me this information. Let me validate if you're talking that real mathematics and truth. And yeah, it's validated. I send off to my boy, right? That he got that mad organization skills, so he's formatting that joint. He's really good with making sure we execute the plan, and the plan looks good to present to the client. That's what it does. Then we got another brother that comes in that we hired out, which is a manager. He manages us, like. He manages us. He's like, all right, guys. The real proxy designated. The guy validated. My man formatted. All right, we're looking good. Let's initiate it. So we initiate the chat. The manager comes to talk to us. Everything good? All right, cool. Process this event text for us. Boom. Then once we get it back, the result manager, right? And my fault. We get the result from the manager because he's managing everything. All right, he talks to my man's formatter. He's like, yo, how we looking? He gives him the contact. The manager sends it back to the client, right? That's what happens. 100% fact. You understand? And if the final response can returns final response, the result, we ensure Result, replace the final response with nothing and strip it. We just ensure that we're getting this guy's answer, right? But we're removing it in the result, but for empty string of text. If none of this works, GG's, my boy. And if main, you know what I'm saying? This is how we call the main function from this. So how I'll run that in the back end, I'll do Python 3 run app.py. Python run app.py. Where am I at? Python 3 run. You playing with me? It's kind of weird. It don't sound right. What I not say? Oh, I said run. Python app.py is the running our logo host right at this given key, right? Now let's go into the front end function, which is our next JS application. Now I'll put a lot in the description below how you can set it up. And I had a README file so you can mess with it too. So let's examine this function right here, right? We don't need to use ref, right? Since we're using states and effect hooks and stuff like that, we need to have use client at the top of it, right? Make sure you have client because we're using a client, right? The client needs to be used, and the client has these particular parameters set to be used, right? So let's set the states that we need. We need an image data URL, one, because when we upload, we drag and drop it, right? That's the URL that we're going to be using. We have a dragging variable to let us know, user, hey, you're dragging right now. It's cool. It works. Then we get the analyst result, right? Which is from the agent. Analyst result, from the agent. Then we get the Azure result from the Azure so we can see what it is and what happens when it changes so we can actually see what's working. Is it working, right? You always can identify yourself by identifying by what you're not. Gems. Then we got the agent event data, right? We're going to structure that like a state that has a interface. Honestly, this is how you use cursor. Explain the purpose of an interface in layman's terms and add comments. Let me do a quick question. Interface. Interface is the object that blueprints. A blueprint, a contract that defines the shape of an object. There you go. Contract defines the shape of this object. Contractual, you gotta work with it, right? And we have a function that just, ensures that when we return, right there. We're parsing the data to ensure the format we get looks good on the front end, right? Because I built this for a client. I'm giving you the sauce right now. So we have a variable called lines that just splits all the new lines text. Get rid of that. We create our event data, contract again, insert it. For lines, for each line, if line includes date, event date, line.split date, trim at the second index. And there we go. And you keep splitting it so that jank looks good when we return it, right, for this format. This is the handle drop function as you've seen earlier before, which drags and drops, right? It's just, Drag and shoot, no, does the normal file upload and read it. The only thing that's key here is that we convert it into a base 64 string because we're going to need that for our computer vision, right? Same this, it just sets it to drag once the drag, sets it true once you're over the drag area or element. Once you leave, false. They have an analyze function, right? We're going to get to this function in a minute. We make sure we have image data or even available after we set it from the drag and drop. To call off analyze the image is there a function. We have this right here. Every result is in the response and blocks. We extract the text, right? By mapping through block that lines, that map, line that text, join. Actually, add comments on the purpose of that join slash backslash. How you do backslash? I always forget purpose of that. Didn't see here. It says join block with new lines separate. Yeah, join blocks with new lines. We separate the section. Then we set the result with that text. Then, as you know, we have it running the backend at this / result. We're calling the backend or our server with our extracted text. Now we extracted the text in this format, right? Specifically the text that we need in this format to send to it. Then it returns to us it gives us the process data regularly. Then we parse it in the format we need, and voila. And this is the normal JSX or TSX or TypeScript that makes it work. Now let's go to computer vision. We have a computer vision right here. What just is a simple function right here. What it does is we get the key credential when we set up Azure Vision, and we create the client by the endpoint, right? We ensure that we have those available. If not, then brother, you have to go make sure they're available, bro. Then we convert it base 64 to binary because that's how the vision needs to read it, right? This is the function that does it. The features that we're going to utilize are caption and read. The result, we call the client, which is our endpoint, at, this is what we need to call, because we're doing, this is the Azure Vision function, I guess, endpoint that contains the necessary class and function that we need, right? We're seeing the binary data that we converted, right? And the parameters, we want it to do these features, right? And the content type is this, because this is what we're sending, and we get the result. And that's that. If you're not familiar how to set up Azure Vision, it's pretty simple. You want to go to Microsoft Azure Computer Vision. You want to create. I got two. And you want to go through these steps and you set it up. Once that is set up, let's go back here, Computer Vision. Let's go click on this guy. You'll get your keys that we use in these particular states, and you get the endpoint. You just plug and play. And we live. And that is how you get this. And that is how you get this right here. That was 13 minutes. I'm gonna put in my GitHub, but if you ever had just the understanding of how to do it, it's provided to you. Man, like, comment, subscribe, man. And see what I want to do. I'm gonna do a crypto build with ChatGPT next or something. It's gonna be very cool. A live build this time. I just wanted to just get this out, you know. I wanted to know that. Yeah, let's do it. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new.